Okay, problem 4 from 1.7. This is a distance problem. Rate times time equals distance. Rate times time equals distance. A motorboat maintained a constant speed of 24 miles per hour relative to the water in going 35 miles upstream and then returning. The total time for the trip was 3 hours. Use the information. Okay, you got to think about what the relationship is. This boat goes one way and it comes back, and so the distances are the same here. It's 24 miles per hour if it were like in still water. We don't know what the rate of the current is. So when you go upstream, you're going against the current, so that's 24 minus x. When you're going downstream, the current helps speed you up, so that's 24 plus x. So the distance, both directions, is 35. So 35 divided by the rate, because what's true? If rate times time equals distance, then time would be distance divided by rate. So you can set up the times based on that, and I've gone through this in more detail in this little chart down here. Because rate times time is distance, time equals distance divided by rate. So we know that the total time, we went upstream, we came backstream, the total time was 3 hours. So this fraction plus this fraction equals 3. That's your equation that you've got to set up. Now, this is the situation where you've got to come up with a common denominator. Your common denominator is 24 minus x and 24 plus x. You're going to multiply both sides by that. This whole fraction right here is going to be multiplied by that expression. Let's put this in the bracket here. All right, so this is what's happening. This is the left side, this is the right side now. Okay, what happens as you multiply? This times your first fraction, the 24 minus x's cancel. That leaves you with 35 times 24 plus x. The second time, the 24 plus x cancels. That leaves you with that 35 times the 24 minus x. There was nothing to cancel on the right side, so that disappears. Use your distributive property. 35 times 24, 35 times x, 35 times 24, 35 times negative x. Here, for this, outer and inner cancel, so you would have 24 squared, which is 576, minus the x squared. All right. To save yourself a little time, you realize that 3 will go into 1680 evenly, or at least I hope you realize that it will do that. And 3 goes into that 560, so you don't really have to distribute that 3. You can divide it out. So 576 minus 560 have a difference of 16, and if x squared equals 16, take the square root and you get plus or minus 4. The speed of the current is 4 miles per hour. We don't talk about the speed of something being negative. So we would not use the negative answer, only the positive 4 would be used. So the speed of the current is 4 miles per hour. And what did it ask you? In your original problem, the speed of the current, 4 miles per hour, that's the only thing it asks you. So we have solved the problem and answered the question.